set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up! It's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror if he is no friend to me. It's not working out.
Hello, Miami. Thank you so much for watching 305 Sports Now. I am your host, Will, and welcome back to another possible Cane segment because your Canes are 9-0, and I love talking about upcoming and possible Cane recruits that are pretty much in the radar of the Miami Hurricanes. And the young man I'm going to talk about today is Mr. Kellen Wiley. Kellen Wiley kind of slipped under the radar. He's been one of the most recently viewed recruits, and the reason why is because the Canes had, the big three with Elijah Melendez, deciding to depart from the team, basically, decommit and verbally commit to Auburn. That leaves an open spot, and the Canes have been looking at this guy by the name of Kellen Wiley. Kellen Wiley. Now, Kellen Wiley is absolutely amazing. 6'4", 225 pounds, out of Armwood High School over in Sefner, Florida. Yes, that Armwood High School that gives us players like Tyler Williams and also Gerard Pringle as well, who's a Miami Hurricane commit, of course. He is a 4-star linebacker, the 43rd best linebacker of this class, and the 50th best player in the state of Florida. This young man is very impressive. Looking at his stats, this is from his junior year. I was able to find his updated stats over on Max Preps where I get my sources. He had 82 tackles, all right? 82 tackles, 2 sacks, and 1 interception. Now, what I want to talk about this young man is that he's a two-sport athlete. He's a triple high jumper as well. But so I like that. Very athletic, jumps extremely high, great vertical, especially at 6'4", is an amazing, amazing athletic thing to have in your background because it just shows that you could also be placed in coverage as well and take on some of the best tight ends in the Power 4 and the ACC as well. This young man, if you look at his highlight reel, he is just an absolute beast, okay? He is an absolute beast. He is a tenacious tackler. He's long, very difficult for offensive linemen to block him because he's so long and lanky. He's able to get away. He's a guy that commits, right? What I mean by commits is that if he wants to hit the hole and go after the running back, he's going to do it, right? He's going to do it, and he's going to do a reckless abandonment. If he wants to sack the quarterback and pretty much on an options type of defensive call and going on a blitz, he's going to do it as well. He's a guy that goes sideline to sideline. I like his speed as well. Great stride when he runs side to sideline. A violent tackler. We've had some issues with tackling this year, especially the linebacker position. So he's the kind of guy that's going to clean up that mess because he's a guy that is, if he tackles you, he's what they call a very sure tackler. Can get off blocks, as I mentioned earlier. Pretty good footwork as well. His height makes it a nightmare for quarterbacks because they have to throw over his 6'4" frame, plus his ability. He has about a 43, 44-inch vertical leap. So the possibility of him batting the ball down as well at the linebacker position. So if you put him out in coverage in the flats, he could be a guy that could take down your running back, possibly intercept the ball as well. As you've seen, he has 2 interceptions this year, so he's not afraid to take chances and pick off the ball if he needs to. Also, the fact he only had 2 interceptions, if you look at the tape, is because of the position that he was placed in. He placed in position mainly to stop the run or chase down running backs as well. So if you're a team that likes to go on the edges, he's a guy that can stop you. If you're a team that likes to go up the gut and do dive plays, he's the type of guy that will stop you as well. He's very easy to coach, right? Very coachable from what I've heard as well. And as we've seen, from Mauro Cristobal's coaching staff and from the players, all these guys this year in particular are bought into the schematics, to the scheme, and what Coach Cristobal wants to do. And with the fact that Miami Hurricanes are winning as well, it makes it easier to attract athletes with winning pedigree and want to win and play for a football team like the Miami Hurricanes as well. So that's pretty much what I want to get at, as far as Kellen Wiley goes. Now, Kellen Wiley is projected to be a Miami Hurricane. Coach D. Nick has been on him, and the Canes have been looking at him as well, and he's got the Canes on the radar. I do project and predict that he will be a Miami Hurricane. I do like the fact that it's a position that we want to build depth in. I do like the fact that he's a guy that's a tackler. I do like the fact that he's a guy that can make plays, and he's a nightmare going sideline to sideline. So if you want to be, a team that goes outside all the time, Mr. Wiley will be there. If you want to go inside, Wiley will be there. Gang tackling is not a problem for him. Wrapping guys up, not a problem for him. Doesn't need to throw in the shoulder to get the big hit. Good fundamentals in terms of wrapping guys up, taking them down, and making sure that he takes them down. You should watch him wrap a guy up and fold and drop him as well. All right. So I'm pretty excited about that. I'm pretty excited to have Kellen Wiley, hopefully, on our football team for the 2025 class as well, boosting up our defensive class as well. Hey, when you're winning, which is what the Miami has been doing, the recruits will come. All right. They will come. Miami has been able to sell a vision. We expected the third year for Miami to deliver, and they've delivered. Okay, they've delivered. 9-0, facing off against Georgia Tech this upcoming weekend. I predict we're going to go 10-0. Recruits will be watching that. We should go 10-0, and we should destroy Georgia Tech and make sure we don't leave it in the hands of the officials ever. I mean, ever again. Okay, because we need to make sure that we make a statement to the country that the Miami Hurricanes are definitely back, and they're going to go 10-0 and continue to, until they get to the college football playoffs, and the sky's the limit after that. So guys like Kellen Wiley, TJ Alford, as well, Jarquez Carter, those are guys that are going to be looking at the Miami Hurricanes now very seriously because of what they're seeing and what they're doing on the football field and what the record says as well. Ladies and gentlemen, that's it for me. Okay, short and straight to the point. If you like what you heard, please do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. 305 Sports Now. I am Will. Stay safe. God bless you soon. All about you guys. Bye-bye.